When Matthew and I went to Bible college, we became friends with a Welsh missionary who played a part in evangelising France with the gospel.
Converted in one of the Jeffreys campaigns in Liverpool.
Maya went on to study under the ministry of Rees Howells.
In 1947 I went to France and I lived and worked there for 42 years.
One Christmas after the Second World War, Maya and her team ran completely out of food. And what was worse, they were expecting a visitor. They called a fast and the visitor joined them after their arrival in France. The next day they were unsure how to tell their guest that they had no food, but before they tried, their guest opened their bag to reveal an abundance of provision. Even before they had fasted, God had answered their prayers through the obedience of their guest. In many ways, Maya followed the example of Rees Howells to live by faith and trust the Lord for their daily bread. The mission in France was very difficult and seemed unfruitful, so Maya and her team spent time drawing near to God. As they sought Him, He was found by them. In this time, Maya had a vision of a marching band and hundreds of people following them to a big tent where the gospel was being preached. Believing this to be God's will, they found a band and a large tent. As the band marched, hundreds of people followed them to a tent where the gospel was preached. People were saved and a new French church was planted, all because they drew near to God and were obedient to His voice. And what was Maya's motivation to leave her homeland to witness in a difficult country?
The Saviour who had done so much for me, I wanted to serve Him.